Well, welcome to Affordable Door and Gate. So, today was one of those days I wasn't feeling like taking video, but I had to record something for you guys because I just, I want you guys to learn, I want you to prosper, and I want you to do better than me. So right now, we're stacking a 12 by 14, I believe, for a garage door, sandwich insulated. And you can see how I got a guy in the lift right now, and see how I'm on the ground right now picking up screws. I'm gonna start feeding him whatever he needs. When you're on the ground, there's always so much to do. You can clean up cardboard, you can be getting sections ready, you can make sure batteries are getting charged, angle irons in the right spot, putting springs and stuff together. The ground guy is just as important as the guy up in the scissor lift, so you want to keep him moving. And you're also just kind of watching to make sure if he needs anything, you're there for him. So with that being said, as we're working through this, we weren't real excited because we thought we were going to have to do low headroom. So the guy already got stuff all prepped here, got everything, I think on the weekend actually, brought to this job site. And we're gonna go around this job site. You're gonna see what kind of a mess it is. But see how I'm getting that section staged? I'm getting it ready for the next one for him. And you'll see in a minute how I stack it and I throw it up to him. And this is what seems to work the best. It keeps you from bending down. I've tried it many other different ways on a scissor lift, but he can just stay vertical without having to duck underneath. I've tried it flat, but this seems to be the best. It's one of those things that until you see it, you might not really know about it. And it's really weird and awkward. So he's just getting, tacks basically in that track. We're not nailing her home. We're just getting her tacked up right now so we can see how the roller spacing, see how everything's kind of landing, and see how I hand that section up to him. I'm trying not to grab the front of the face of the door so I get it dirty. He went just gorilla on it, but he took his gloves off. That does help, but I found out latex gloves, I think, work the best. It takes more time, but it sure saves on cleaning the door later down the road, which is not fun. But see how he controls that now? He's got it one hand. He uses the scissor lift to bring it up. Probably yipping about something, saying, hey, you want this, you want that, make it happen. Get to work. So here you go. I'm getting bored. I've got to find something to do. So what do? I turn into the garbage boy. So I'm gonna start taking this garbage out. Even if it's just little by little, I don't take big wads of it. I don't fatigue myself. I just kind of work my way in and out because I got kind of a rough terrain to go over. At least we're moving forward. It's just one thing less to have to do at the end of the job for taking more time. He's busy, I'm busy. We just keep moving together. So a couple things I wanted to point out here. For one, we got a ratchet strap actually holding that top panel in. So we just go across the top. It's just kind of common sense, but it's something you might not know or think about. So we just put a ratchet strap that just kind of keeps us for our gauge. You're gonna notice, we'll call Mr. D up there. You're gonna notice, see how he lifts that track? He's like, dang, man. He says, that's heavy. Forget this. And watch the power of the scissor lift. This is why you can do it alone. It's not easy, but it can be done. See, I'm still down there. I don't know what I'm doing. I look like I'm praying or something. Hoping that this door is gonna fit. But see, he just lifted up that scissor lift a little bit, and voila. So we had to take up a second piece of track because we had the low headroom track. Then we had the standard track, and because the builder decided not to leave us a bunch of headroom, we were kind of undecided what we were going to go with. We ended up going with standard lift track, 15-inch radius, but we were pushing it. You'll see towards the end, it was close. So not really much going on at this job. This is the low headroom track I don't think we're going to go with. Mr. D did a good job, seriously, mounting that together. We tried. But I think we're going to be able to get away with it. Going with the Genie. Genies are a little tough to put together, I ain't gonna lie. But it's coming together fine. I'll go up and do some backdrops. See how we use that strap. Just working on getting the torsion spring up there and mounted so we can kind of see where the opener's gonna go, because that's gonna be our biggest challenge, is can we make this opener fit? So just getting that mounted, nothing too exciting. Let me just tell you, this cat right here is the man. I call him Captain for a reason. He's always been faithful, trustworthy, never lies, never has stolen, works super hard. Just a good American man right there. Anywho, we are putting on, we're gonna put up the opener. And yeah, it's quite long for our scissor lift. So we're gonna get it up there. We're gonna do it. We're gonna show you how we do it. Not saying I recommend you do this at home, but this is just gets her done. We'll only have one scissor lift, and this is all we got. So we'll just make do. So we're just working on getting that nose pinned right now. The bracket's up there. He's just trying to pin it. And literally there's nothing holding it in the back right now. It's just leverage. We're holding that opener suspended in the air right now. So obviously the air that hits the ceiling or it could slide off the back, but we've done it enough times that we don't have a problem. So he's pinning it, and then we'll work on getting the back up and going. So we're gonna just do the opener shuffle here. We're slowly driving the scissor lift back as we kind of walk it, you know, just make sure nothing hangs up, nothing gets in the way. I ended up, I did a little boo-boo here, and you'll see in a second. So I literally had to climb down the scissor lift, which I highly do not recommend, but I forgot a ratchet strap. So that's what I'm attempting to throw to him. So we need a ratchet strap so we can just get that thing kind of suspended and start working on it and see what we're doing. Don't forget the ratchet strap. And so, like I said earlier, we are fighting with headroom majorly on this. So that door is actually sitting pretty much on that rail. So that tells me we got to slam that rail up to the ceiling. I knew it was going to be tight. It just is what it is sometimes. That's what you run into. So Mr. D, he's just he's working on that ratchet strap so he can bring the scissor lift down and just have a little more breathing room to work on it. So he's going to get that ratchet strap wrapped around that rail, and you can see he's lowering it. He's got it obviously strapped so we can start working on back hangs. So I get to go back to cleanup duty. Like I said, when you're on the ground, instead of just staring at the guy, you can always feed him stuff, angle iron, nuts and bolts, but I'm gonna start just keep huffing garbage out, just kind of at a slow pace. And don't forget your stickers on the garage door. Just something to do for filler work, and they're very important. Do not forget the stickers. Put dates on them, who was there that installed them. Any information is always good information. So I wanted to take you on a little walk around just to kind of see how the terrain is, and sometimes what you're up against and the situations that we come across. I was just checking out the door for any fingerprints. They look good, nothing severe. It's on the back side of the building, so I'm not real too picky about if it has a few smudges on it, but I just want to make sure nothing's really standing out. So when the customer comes back, they're like, oh my gosh, there's a super big handprint. But look at the train. We couldn't even pull back here. They're running trucks in and out of this place. You know, if you ain't got four-wheel drive, you're basically gonna get stuck back here. Walking out towards the road here, and I just wanted to kind of show you, you know, like we don't have no driveway here to pull around, real convenient to get to our location. So luckily Mr. D, I believe he came on the weekend actually, and he huffed all those sections in, probably darn near from the road. And you're gonna see we come around here where, you know, there's the white van. That's the van, man. Those are killer vans. I tell you what, those are what you want. They're expensive, but man, they're way better than that blue van. So much more room. that's the doorway. We're pretty much coming in and out. There's guys that are working right now cleaning. You can see the brooming. Electricians are there. And there's the two vans. Like I said, the white one, love it. The blue one's not my favorite anymore. There's just not enough room for us as we've progressed in the business. Some guy just parked on the road there. So they kind of overall see where we got to huff all our stuff. It's a hike. It's a hike. So sometimes bags and rollers can help, with stuff like this to just take down some of the fatigue. But yeah, there we go. Getting her done. Appreciate the job, customer. So I came in to check on him. He's already got the back hangs done for the opener. He's just working on probably the J-bar. And voila, here we go. The door is running up and down. Look at that genie go. As he's messing with the limits, getting them set, I wanted to also remind you guys, you can barely see them, but look, we got the bump stops on there. Don't forget to put bump stops on the back of the door. I know it's got an opener on it. Do not forget your bump stops. It costs a few extra bucks, but it's well worth it in the end. So we're going to basically wrap up this video. I appreciate you coming along.